Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Zia, and this is Chasing the Moon. I'm sorry I didn't post a video last Sunday. It was a bit of a difficult week for me. It was the 1-year anniversary of losing my lovely little buddy, Charlie, and I just didn't get it together to put out a video last week, but I'm back now. And there's been a change for me. No, I haven't been assigned a senior's apartment yet, but I am untethered, unplugged from my friend's electrical. I had been there for far too many months, relying on the electricity to run my little heater to keep me warm. And now that the weather's a bit better and something unexpected came up that urged me to batten down the hatches here and get unplugged and head out a few days ago to, I guess it was about a 50-minute drive east of here, to interview a lovely, lovely woman named Lynette, who is living in a self-converted shuttle bus. So that video is coming up for you next week. But today I just wanted to talk about what it was like getting back to being a nomad again. Now, I have been living in the bus, even though I've been connected to somebody's house. But until I had all my electricals sorted out, I wasn't able to run my fridge. And so it wasn't pleasant. It wasn't a pleasant experience. I found I was eating far too much fast food and just kind of champing at the bit to be able to go somewhere different every day if I wanted to. Today, as you could see from that little clip I just showed you, that's the view that I have today. And I'm down in one of the local parks in Richmond. It's actually part of the UNESCO heritage site called Britannia. Very pretty down here. And last night was my third night stealth camping again in an urban setting. And all 3 nights, I'm happy to say, have been very peaceful, restful nights. And the biggest thing I'm finding so far, the biggest adjustment anyway, is getting back into my routine. For example, the first morning I got up and I was going to make coffee. Now, I have a Keurig Mini now, and I also have my old way of making coffee, which was getting out my little butane 1-burner stove and boiling water in a kettle. And I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. I ended up deciding to do it the old-fashioned way, get out my kettle, get out the stove. But I had put the spigot on the extra water jug I have. I had put it on upside down, and there was so much water in the container that I couldn't unscrew it to adjust it without spilling water everywhere. So that was out of the question. It's fixed now. And then I thought, well, I have water in a tank under my sink, and I have a USB faucet, so I'll just do that. And so I pressed the faucet and the water started coming out, but then the faucet stopped because I hadn't charged it in such a long time. Anyway, I happened to have a bottle of water also, so I was able to fill the kettle and make my first cup of coffee, except that I couldn't find the coffee. So, little things like that, right? You get used to a routine in your house, and I've been out of the rhythm for such a long time. Even though I'm in a small little bus, I couldn't remember where I had put things or what order I did things in. So it's been interesting, but it feels good to be back in my space and moving around a bit in the day. Part of the reason I'm staying local for the time being is, well, this weekend is Easter weekend. So if you celebrate Easter, happy Easter. I'm going to be celebrating a couple of different things with my family this weekend. So I'm really happy about that. But I'm staying local for the next little while because I'm still testing my system of power stations to see how often I need to drive to charge up my EcoFlow, which is connected to my engine battery. The EcoFlow, as you know, powers my Bluetti, which powers my fridge. So I'm just keeping an eye on that so I know how far and how often I have to drive to make sure everything stays powered up. So far, so good. I'm getting a little low right now, so I'm going to have to go and maybe run some errands, but probably just driving around for about, I don't know, maybe an hour will top me up quite a bit, so I'm quite happy about that. The first little trip out of this area I'm going to take will be on Monday, and that will be over to the North Shore, to North Vancouver. Now that's north of the city of Vancouver. Right now I am south of the city of Vancouver. I grew up in North Vancouver, and on Monday there is a get-together of some of the kids I graduated with, and also the class of the year before. And so I'm a little apprehensive about it. I haven't seen some of these people for well over 50 years now, and I don't think I'm going to recognize some of them, and I'm sure they're not going to recognize me either. But I'm looking forward to going anyway. There's a few people I know that will be there, so that'll help ease things a little bit. But yeah, that's going to be interesting. And I thought, well, if I have to drive all the way over there, and with the cost of gas and everything, and this bus uses a lot of gas, I thought if I have to go over there, I might as well stay over there for a few days and just sort of trip around my old hood, if you like. There might be a few things I can take you to look at there if I can get parking near some of those places. Back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, I could have easily parked this bus anywhere on the North Shore. But now, I think I'm going to have a hard time even finding a place to park near where we're going to be meeting. So we'll see. I'll have to go have a look, drive around, get over there a bit early so that hopefully I don't have to park too far away and walk too far. So that's it. Just to let you know, I am back in Emma 2, my shuttle bus, full time, and I will be doing some little trips probably around the Lower Mainland area, and when I do, I will take you with me. Is there anything else? I think that's about it. Stay tuned next week for another tour, a converted shuttle bus tour. I think you're going to enjoy it. Lynette is a wonderful woman, and I think you'll really enjoy the conversation with her and having a look at her home and her lovely dog Stella as well. Just before I sign off, I thought I'd give you an update on the status on the electrical system. So I left the park area and went for a drive and was driving for about an hour. And my EcoFlow had been down to 3%. And after an hour of driving, it was up to 37%. My Bluetti was down to about 23%, and it's still around the same spot now because it is still keeping my refrigerator running. So it hasn't changed too much. I think to top up the EcoFlow comfortably, I might need to do like a 2-hour drive. Well, that's a little bit worrisome because of gas, but as I said, I'm just going to keep an eye on it, and I'll keep you updated on how that goes. So I'm going to say bye-bye for now. I love you all so much. Thank you to all the new subscribers that are still coming from Emmy's channel, the Cat Lady Van, and of course to all my regular subscribers. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do. It'll make such a difference. I'd be so grateful for that. Happy Easter to those of you who celebrate it. Wherever you are in our great, big, beautiful world, I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you soon. Love you all. Bye-bye.